Welcome to the Blue Lounge, welcome to the stream. What a game, what a game, what a performance. What is up with VAR, what is up with the referees? What a fantastic performance and a result. Big up to everyone, big up to everyone, big up to Matt, big up to Stephen, big up to Andon, big up to Angel, big up to everyone. Good win, but had me screaming at the TV. Yeah, it had everyone screaming at the TV. You know what? At least Hawkeye works. At least Hawkeye works. What a fantastic performance. You know what? We've been calling for this. We've been calling for this. One of the issues has been legs in attack. People who can run, people who can hold up the ball, people who can dribble, people who can put pressure. Abdul B, big up to you. Couch Critic, big up to you. Fantastic result. Couch, we called it yesterday, mate. We called it yesterday. Kovačić, Loftus-Cheek in the heart of the midfield. We called it. We saw it. Hajar Abid, big up to you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Listen. It was a refreshing lineup. I agree. Some good performances and some good substitutions. Listen, I know people have been talking negatively about Ross Barkley, but Ross Barkley's pass to Azpilicueta, who did a driven cross in to Timo Werner. What a pass by Barkley. What a fantastic pass by Barkley. Hey, listen, you've been calling for him. Kasim has been calling for Timo Werner for a while. And it was fantastic to see him. It was good to see him. And you know what? He had 2 goals in that match. For me, he had 2 goals in that match because a foul that happened a year ago doesn't consist with this disqualification of a goal that Timo Werner scores 17 seconds later. 17 seconds later. Had he not scored that goal, that foul would never have been given. But it is what it is. Lukaku. I thought we were giving the benefit of the doubt to attackers this season when it comes to offsides. Lukaku, good finish, disallowed. Timo Werner. You know what? Getting that goal disallowed kind of gave him the hump, and I think it made him want to attack a little bit more and score. Callum Hudson-Odoi out wide on the left. We had width. For a long time, we've not had width in our team. Callum Hudson-Odoi out wide left. Timo Werner out wide right. It gave us that width in the team. We played with wingers today. We've not seen that for a while. It was refreshing to see. Today, we saw the fluidity that we have been lacking since the arrival of Romelu Lukaku. We've been saying the team isn't creating enough chances. There isn't a fluid attack. The attack seems to be a little bit too stiff. Not today. Not today. Ben Chilwell, what a volley. What a shot. What a performance by Ben Chilwell. Livramento gave him a hard time. Livramento gave him and Callum a hard time. That being said, at the end, both Callum and Ben did the job on him. Great performance by Callum. Great performance by Ben. And I'm not just saying that because we won. Because when they scored that penalty, I actually thought this game might not go the way that I wanted it to go. But at that point, I decided even if the game didn't go the way I wanted it to go, I will still come on the stream and I will still talk positively about Chelsea because of the performance. The performance was good. There was energy. There was motivation. There was drive from the players. There was a willingness to attack, to make something happen, to do something on that pitch. And I enjoyed every minute of that. The commentator was gobsmacked when he saw Ross Barkley getting ready to come on. The commentator's like, doesn't he have Ziyech? Doesn't he have Havertz? Why is Ross Barkley coming on? His first touch was a little bit bad because he kicked it out of play. But his second touch to Aspi, that was a crucial pass. A crucial pass that set up Timo Werner for his second goal of the night, first allowed of the night. Fantastic. Listen, I want to bring in the lads because I know everyone is eager to tell me how they feel about this game. Big up to you all in the chat. I will give you an opportunity to come on in due course, but I want to hear what the boys have to say. So, Bobby, Mo, Boogeyman, Dennis, who am I missing? I had Kasim here a minute ago. So, big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, guys.
Julius is coming in. Guys, fantastic result. Just the performance we wanted to see before the international break. It gave us confidence. It gave us a little bit of it put a smile on our faces, put it that way. So, I wanna ask you guys this. The changes that Tuchel made, that we knew were gonna happen, that we talked about, paid off. Are we gonna see some, what's the word here? Some controversial things happening moving forward? Because Mason Mount didn't start, even though we thought he was gonna start. So I'm not gonna give it 2 minutes for Boogeyman, 2 minutes for more, 2 minutes for. No, I'm gonna just say, talk to me. Let me hear it, lads. Tell me how you're feeling. Anyone can jump in. Anyone can start. Shoot.
Mo,
I want to hear from Boogie first, to be honest.
Bobby has to start, man.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
I tell you what. We have tradition to give respect to the elderly, so we'll start with Bobby.
Okay, well, I'm honoured. I do believe I am older than, certainly all of you here. So, in my generation, you did give a little bit of respect to elders, but you respect people anyway. I respect everybody. And I certainly respect all you guys here, even though I don't always agree, but there's always respect. So thanks for having me on, and thanks for giving me the honor to speak first. I really appreciate it. Last night I kept quiet for a considerable period of time, and I listened because it's important to listen as well. One thing I learned last night is that I don't think, even if I wanted to, I could do a YouTube stream, because you've got to be tolerant. You've got to listen to everything, even when you're hearing things and you're thinking, my God, I'm going to bed, but you still have to listen. And I have to say, I haven't watched the game yet. I've just come in. I've listened to a lot. I listened to bits of commentary, listened to the after follow-up. I've heard Tuchel, so I've heard a lot, so I know about the game. And I am so pleased as what's happened. I'm pleased that Ross Barkley. I'm pleased that Ruben. I'm pleased that Cho. You know, listen, guys, we're 7 games in. I think sometimes out of fear, people go from critical to overcritical. They're so focused on fear. It's like, you know, I don't know whether any of you have been unfortunate enough to have been confronted with the necessity to be involved in a physical confrontation. And those few minutes before you actually are active in confrontation is crucial, because if you show fear there, you've already lost that fight. Mm-hmm. So the fans already defeat themselves a lot of the time because they're so focused. Please, my wife's screaming at the kids in the background. I apologize. So that because they're so focused on the negatives. I never for 1 minute doubted that this wouldn't turn around. And I was always saying sometimes it's important to have adversity, because then you can fix things, you can move things around, you can bring things forward. And Tuchel needs time. He needs that. He is the one manager, I will say, give him time, because he needs to start to learn to use the squad. It is a credit to him that he's brought back people like Barkley and brought them to the fore. And he's putting them ahead of the likes of Ziyech and Havertz. It's fantastic. It's fantastic he benched Werner against Juventus. It's fantastic. You know why? Because he's using the squad such that if anybody's missing, they won't be missed. That's his aim. Today was very important that we won. I look forward to watching it, because watching a game when you know the result, sometimes you can really look at the detail better than when you're anxious for Chelsea to win and you're turning down the volume because you don't want to be distracted by the rubbish the commentator is saying. So, you know, listen, guys, we've got to try now to be objective. And, you know, none of this, oh, Werner's on the bench. Somebody tweets some rubbish. Werner's going to Bayern Munich. We've got Cho will never play football again. Barkley's finished. Cho is never going to get game time at Chelsea. He should leave. Just chill. Let's let things run its course into the season a bit before we make conclusions. That's just what I say. I can't tell you what to say or what to think, but that's just what I feel, gents. With all respect.
Listen, fantastic way to start off the debate. And do you know what? I want to add something in regards to Barkley. Barkley, one of my good friends calls him the deceiver. And you know who I'm talking about. He calls him the deceiver. And Barkley deceived a lot of people by making them think that he was done. He deceived a lot of people by making them think he was done. Because I'll be honest with you, when I saw Barkley get ready to come on, I was excited to see what's going to happen. I was excited to see what was going to happen, and he did it. First touch, like I said, bad touch. He passed it to Chilwell. Sorry, to Azpilicueta. He passed it to Azpilicueta. The pass was too hard. It went out of play. The second time he passed that ball to Azpilicueta, it was a pinpoint ball through that Azpilicueta. All he had to do was drive it into the box. Timo Werner, great finish. Timo Werner, second great finish of the night. I'm going to address VAR later, because we need to talk specifically about VAR on the stream. We will be addressing that later. I want to go to Julius. Julius, what do you think of the lineup, the selection, the performance in general?
First, I want to start by saying respect to Boogeyman for backing Barkley, because he was one of the very few Chelsea fans who actually believed in Barkley, and today it proved why. So,
to be fair, that's very true. That's very true. Really, yeah. Sorry.
And The other thing, yeah, the lineup, as Bobby said, was interesting. I was a little bit surprised, but that shows why Thomas Tuchel is a genius, like Mo said yesterday as well. You know, he's one of the managers who have the courage to actually switch things around when nobody expects it. I did not expect to see that lineup at all. I don't think any of us expected that much rotation, anyways. And the way we played, the intensity.
I'm gonna interrupt you for 1 second, Julius. I just want to add something to what you're saying. Nobody expected to see Mount being fit and dropped from the starting lineup as well.
Yeah, that actually shocked me too. But I think.
He said he'll bring changes, though. He said it.
He did, and he's a man of his word.
Yeah, he's not afraid to make changes and like critical changes as well. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek showed why he's a wonderful player. He was dominating that midfield. His dribbling, his passing, unreal. This guy just unlucky with his injuries, and it's a part of the why we get frustrated, because hopefully he can have a good season this year and he can kind of play more often without getting injured. But you're always going to have this concern over time. He's going to grow into the game, and then out of nowhere he could have a knock here and there that would put him on the bench or out of the games anyways. So overall, I'm happy. Callum Hudson-Odoi had a good game today. He was. I felt he had more energy than before. He was dribbling. He was effective. Some things kind of frustrated me a little bit. For example, when he went past Livramento, but he wasn't able to take the shot. I think he should have done a little bit better there. But I saw glimpses of brilliance in his game today. So hopefully he can gain confidence of today's, and we'll see how he does. But overall, with this lineup, the way we played, we were unfortunate to concede the penalty that way, and we were unfortunate not to be 2-0 as well before that penalty. So all positives for sure.
Yeah, no, I think Livramento knows Callum too well, and he knows Callum's tricks and flicks and whatnot, and he knew how to counter them. And but I'm glad Callum didn't lose his cool and kept his focus, because it's easy for you to lose your cool when you've seen all your bag of tricks not working because the opponent knows you too well. But he kept his cool, and to be honest, I think Livramento had a fantastic game as well from his end. Listen, I said I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna speak. I did move from Bobby to Julius, but guys, another open question. Callum Hudson-Odoi playing out on the left. I keep saying it. That's his best position. Do you think he made a case for that? Do you think he made a claim for that today?
100%. 100%. And the reason why, I mean, it's just football, but we always forget that these guys are young boys, right? Like he's what, 20 years old? To be asked to play a position that he's uncomfortable with, hasn't played pretty much his entire career, and expect him to give you like 9 out of 10 performances week in, week out, is asking a lot of a guy that still hasn't even really found his own football yet. Like, he's a very talented boy, but like tactically, things that you need to be successful at the next level, not just at youth football, but at the next level. There's a lot of learning that comes in with that. And he's showing that, he's adapting his game and whatnot, but there's a marked difference when you see Callum Hudson-Odoi play on that left or the right, any of the attacking positions for me, and when you see him at wing back, because the responsibility of the wing back is completely different to that. He's just more free, right? And you can just tell, like, he's liberated when he gets to just like enjoy his football and express himself. Didn't see that the last little while we're playing him at wing back. He just feel like he was just really bogged down from the mental aspect of the game and what you needed to see him do, what you needed from a wing back there. And just seeing him like attack, be really direct, stitch together, 1-2s and whatnot. Like, it's just what you want to see from him. But I don't want to just stay there. I think that Mo, we said it, man. Like I was surprised that Kovačić got the start, but not because I didn't think that he was capable of playing in a double six. I thought it was going to be Jorginho just because of the press. I was pleasantly surprised to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kovačić in there, because the two of them gave the exact same sort of thing, and it's exactly what we needed in the midfield. Dribblers, guys are strong on the ball, guys that advance the ball incredibly well. You know, all of that was on display.
You reminded me of something that we were talking about yesterday, Dennis. You know, we said we want to see 2 8s rather than 2 6s, and that's what we saw today, because they weren't sitting back; they were moving forward. They were doing it in tangent, because when Cover was moving forward, Ruben was sitting back a little bit, and when Ruben was moving forward, Cover was sitting back, and at certain points they were both moving forward. I think those two together played really, really well today.
Absolutely, and even when we went to the switch, and he left when Jorginho came on, he left Ruben in the more deep position as they transitioned, and then once he went forward, like Jorginho obviously came back, but like he was still very comfortable right after that switch of being the lone six for a while, and I'm telling you, man, there's something there with that kid. Like it's not just like we need to see him in an 8 or a 10. He can play in that midfield. He can actually play in that midfield. And when you look at the pecking order right now, I mean, he's right there. He's right there. He has to be at least 4th choice. Obviously, you still have Conte, you still have Jorginho, you still have Kovačić. But in games like today, where teams aren't looking to basically. In games like today, where they're not really looking to threaten us, threaten our goal and whatnot, they didn't really have a lot of opportunities to do that. I like the idea of having 2 8s in there. I really think that is a difference in what we can do attacking wise, especially when we're still playing with 3 at the back. Like I don't see the need to have 3 defenders who are very good and like to get touch tight to their men, and and then also have 2 8s that can actually get into the box and cause havoc there. Like, yeah, I'm glad Tuchel realized that, and I think that like going forward, there's something that we can build on there, even with Mason Mount in that role.
You covered that fantastically, Couch. You covered that fantastically. I want one of you guys to talk to me a little bit about the wonder goal scorer himself, Ben Chilwell, because that was a wonder goal. Yes, it looked like it was in and out, but what a hit and what a performance by Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, it just similar.
Sorry, man. Alonso should be getting worried. Should be getting worried. Yeah, go on, Boogeyman.
In the face of Alonso, hopefully I don't see him. I don't see him anymore. Listen, Chilwell was pretty much involved in both ends. Like after that penalty he conceded, I was thinking this guy might need a psychologist back again. But look at what he did. He just put himself back together, and that strike, man. In the face of Southgate also, he need to think twice before dropping a kid like that. But again, I don't care anymore. We have Chilwell back, and now time for Chilwell to take that #1 position in that position. He is now the leader for me anyways. Alonso should fight to come back in. And that's all I have to say when it comes to Chilwell. And I'm really, really pleased with that strike, because I mean he needed for his confidence after that penalty he conceded. That's for sure. And when it comes to Callum, listen, what Tuchel did today, I don't even know how to criticize Tuchel anymore, because he brought Callum back to where he was supposed to be for some weird reason, and the kid play exactly what we think he should be playing. So. For me, I'm just wondering what's going to be the next position for Callum on that in the next game. But I trust Tuchel. Whatever is happening, it's good for Chelsea to lose 2 games, for Tuchel to bring Callum to that position. So I'm happy. Like for some reason, those 2 defeats come good thing. Callum back to that position. Let's play Callum that position and see what he can do. Because it seems like we're going to have problem in that position, and we have a lot of game. Bobby has touched, and we have a 60-something game this season. He keeps saying. So I think Callum in that position will help us. And I'm really surprised that also Tuchel decided to use the team now, like the entire squad, because that's where Barkley came in. And the way he used Ruben today, 70 minutes, like it was a more the other Mo DT that keeps saying the way Juventus were using Kezia, we need to start using Ruben also that way. And Ruben came in, play his game, go sit. No deception. He's smiling. We won 3 points. I'm happy. So Tuchel, for some reason, those 3 defeats, it seemed like we're learning something from it. So listen, this win is for Tuchel, and in the face of Alonso, I need to say that one more time. Okay, guys.
I want to bring in Mo on Chalobah. Chalobah, man, like scoring again. You know, the man is. You know, when he scored that goal, I started to think we had a good centre back who used to score from set pieces that left. Is this the replacement for him? Well, you're on mute.
Sorry, what was I going to say? No, sorry. What was I going to say about Chalobah is, to be honest, hi, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Unfortunately for me, I watch football with some of my mates who are youth team coach. So I don't tend to watch it as a fan, which is frustrating because they keep telling me, watch this, watch that. Even before the game today, I spoke to one of my mates who was a youth team coach at Swindon Town. Now he's a youth team coach for a London club. So before the game, all he keep giving me, give me notes. I didn't enjoy the game that way because I keep watching players, their movement, and that's why I have to watch the game again 2-3 times. But what he told me before the game, he told me Chalobah remind him of Ledley King.
Interesting.
Okay.
And he said, watch him.
What specifically? Did he give you any
He said, watch him. And today, I watch him. Yeah, he said he's comfortable on the ball. He can dribble. He's not scared. You cannot bully him. He's fast. He's a midfielder originally. That's what he think. He think Chelsea move him back to be a defender. So that way, he's a better defender than most. Yeah, he said when you look at Christensen, he's scared of space. Like if people are running at him, he's scared. But not Chalobah. Chalobah is not scared of pace. He's not scared of going for headers. Okay, he said he's the one that told me Christensen is play like Gerard Piqué. Piqué. He said quality player, good at everything, but So today when I watch Chalobah, it just reminds me of...
I disagree with your friend on that company. Christensen is not Piqué, man.
Piqué is good. If Christensen is good too. You know, they're very, very good. I'm not telling you to look at this old Piqué. I'm talking about the young Gerard Piqué when Barcelona were winning all those titles. Piqué is very, very good. Okay. So when I look at Chalobah, I just look at Ledley King's quality. Today, all I was looking at is the players. Like I look at Cho because I know Cho. I know Cho, Rubin, even Chalobah. I know them players because I watch youth football. That's like a second hobby for me. So, but Chalobah has a feature, and you can't beat him with space. You cannot beat him in the air. You can't bully him. So it's up to him. It's up to him how far he wants to go. If he wants it really bad, he can achieve anything.
Yeah, no.
You know? But you see how he controls. Tell us.
Yeah, not only that, but he has confidence for his age, for his experience. He plays with a lot of confidence, and that really impresses me. I wanna bring in Kasim on a player that he has been calling out to start for a very long time, and in my opinion, if not the best player, but definitely one of the best players on the pitch today. And we're talking about Timo Werner. His performance, and listen, he had a lot of attempts on goal, and he had a lot of good attempts on goal. He forced the keeper to make some fantastic saves today. And he worked hard. He worked hard. He scored one, deserved two at least.
Keep knocking on wood. Every time we say good thing about Timo, knock on the wood, man.
My table.
The guy's got it, mate. It's mid-time, mate. The guy's got it.
Man, he got robbed that one goal, eh? The keeper. He should have buried that.
Listen, guys. All right. 17 seconds. 17 seconds ago, a foul was committed. And a goal is disallowed because a foul was committed 17 seconds ago. That is madness. I've never seen that before. We're going to talk about VAR in a second. But let me hear from Kasim about Timo Werner's performance.
Oh, mate. First of all, hi, guys. You all right? Each one of you.
Good. Big up to you.
First of all, I'm absolutely, before anything, performance or anything else, I'm absolutely chuffed with the result. You know, I spoke to you about that more. Well, I wanted desperately the 3 points. I didn't care about the result, like the score line. I just the 3 points was priority. When they scored that equalizing goal 1-1, I was very absolutely down because I thought, oh, we dropped 2 points now. But yeah, no, Timo Werner, mate, he does what he's good at, mate. He works very hard. And look, in life, if anyone work hard, any harder than anything, he will get the reward, and that's what exactly. And I was very disappointed with Tuchel didn't start him against Juventus. I thought he should have started against Juventus. This is Callum Hudson-Odoi. I was very disappointed. I called Callum Hudson-Odoi to start against Juventus, and he didn't do it. Last night when we spoke, me and Mo, to be fair, we called for Hudson-Odoi to start. I wanted to see Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side because that's what he's good at. Because we already addressed that, you know, the wing backs and stuff like that. So I'm very happy for Callum today. I think that's what he needed, you know, the confidence, the moment, the minutes. But yeah, Timo Werner, mate, he deserved it today. He worked hard for the team and he got what he deserved. Should have scored 2 really, or even more. But end of the day, Mo, I would take it. I'm absolutely buzzing tonight. We'll go the 3 points. Buzzing.
I don't normally do this. But I want Mo to respond to the comment in the private chat. Tell me. Mo, look at the private chat and respond to that comment.
Werner Press. Yeah, sorry. Werner Press, Timo Werner Press, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. But do you remember the first 5 minutes when he was running towards the goalkeeper, he turned his back on the goalkeeper. Go and reverse the tape and check. He turned his back on the goalkeeper. And also, you remember as well, you said... No, he pressed. Today, I cannot criticize any player. I'm going to be honest with you. Today, we played
Don't say today. We're talking about Timo Werner. Timo Werner. He pressed all game. That's it.
He worked very hard, man.
I'm a Timo fan. This is the thing. I'm a Chelsea fan, to be honest with you.
Don't run away. Don't run away of your statement last night.
Timo did well. Timo
has pressed today all day. Just say yes, and that's it. We move to the next topic.
No, he pressed. Okay. He also run around, which is good.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, listen, lads. We'll come back to the team. I want to address VAR for a little bit. VAR is video assisted referee. That means the video is supposed to assist the referee in making his decision. Okay. VAR is supposed to eliminate human error by making it clear what has happened, what has transpired. In my opinion, VAR had some misuses today. And I'm going to go back. There's a few issues, but I'm going to go back to just one. I mean, I think the offside calls that are being given, not just in this game, but in a lot of the games, are a little bit touch and go because of the millimeters and the nanometers and whatever, and the line is over, the line is this, is the armpit offside, is the finger. This is all. Let's put that aside for now. A decision that was made by the guy who is sitting in the room. I think it's Mike Dean, the referee that was sitting in the room. He saw something that happened 17 seconds ago that the referee didn't think at the time was a reason to even stop play, never mind giving a foul, talking to a player, play advantage. It wasn't, it was something that didn't really have bearing on the game. 17 seconds later, we score a goal. And then we have to go back and look at 17 seconds in advance behind. Now we have to just keep looking, trying to find an excuse to disallow the goal, because that's what it looked like to me. Yep. The goal was scored. The referee sitting back in the VAR booth is like, hang on a second, Timo Werner just scored a goal. Let's try to disallow this. So he gets on his VAR and he starts to play the video back. Let me see.
That was actually what happened.
That is it. Oh, 17 seconds ago. Hey, listen. He calls him on the headset. Hey, mate, you know what? You need to go and look at this. Because this happened a little while ago and he didn't blow the whistle. So the man goes back and he's looking. He's like, uh-oh. Yeah, that looks a little bit... You know what, let me have a look at it again. And he spent a long time looking at that because he's thinking to himself, if I give this, something's going to hit the fan. It's going to start to stink. So he keeps looking, then he gives it. And Timo Werner has a goal disallowed. Before that, Lukaku had a goal disallowed. It could have been 3-0. Forget Lukaku, the man was offside. It would have been 2-0. The whole game would have changed. The whole outlook on the game would have changed. We finished the game 3-1. I think it could have finished in a different scoreline, a better and a bigger scoreline. At the end of the day, still 3 points. End of the day, the champions of Europe are still sitting top of the Premier League. But VAR didn't help us tonight.
No.
The Ben Chilwell decision, it was a penalty. There's no issues there. But what I'm trying to say is VAR is supposed to assist to eliminate this controversy, not to create it. And I want you guys to give me your opinion on this because
I think my frustration is the fact that the foul that was called 17 minutes or 20, so 17 seconds or 20 seconds after that fault, if it was committed somewhere else on the pitch, it's just a normal thing. It just because we've seen worse than that on that pitch today. So, and the fact that FP won that game, we won the ball from that guy, crossed it, and whatever happened in the box, the goalkeeper punched it out or he blocked it out, and someone took the ball back and crossed it again, and there was a block and crossed it again. Then Timo jumped and hit the ball in the net, and then we celebrate. It was say 2-0 on the display, and then. So for some reason they stop and we don't know what happened because the first thing is we want to see if Timo has hit the ball with his head or his arm or if Timo was on the offside because we all know Timo should never score. That's what we know. Whatever he score is not gonna be counted. Then after that I'm like, no, everything is perfect. Then why the VAR is involved? Then I'm just what? Then they went all the way back to something. I was like, oh, yeah, that's enough out. Then listen, today I feel like you said, the guy went back. Trying to no, Timo score. I have to take this off him, and that's what he did.
Guys had 16 disallowed goals so far in his Chelsea career.
And the other thing is, I'm frustrated because Bobby hasn't seen the thing because I would like to see how Bobby feel about this whole thing.
Bobby let us know. But listen, this thing about Jorginho and the red card that was given against Southampton. I also think that red card was a little bit harsh.
Looked orange to me.
Yellow. I mean, because they were both going for the ball. It was a 50-50 kind of ball. But Jorginho got there first, and the guy, he continued with his tackle. Definitely a foul. Definitely at least a yellow card. But I think a red card, with the game in the balance, I don't know.
I think
it looked orange to me.
I know it was a red card because you attack someone from behind. Pretty much that was it. And the guy, he like it was just a little bit over that connection between the feet and the I don't know how do you call that. Fuck, why my brain still goes? Anyways, it's just a little bit over, and it is dangerous. It can break that guy joint. So is it red card? Is it behind tackle? Is it red card? Is it dangerous to play? There's no.
I'm not going to disagree. Like it's up to one's opinion, interpretation of the situation. I think that anytime you go studs up into somebody's calf, you kind of set yourself up for a red. But it didn't look like that egregious a challenge. Like in terms of like the outcome. In terms of the outcome, like I agree
but he lost control of his feet. He slid. He's never going to be able to stop himself.
I agree with you. The fact that he went studs into his calf, that opens you up for a red card.
It's not even in his calf.
But the fact that he didn't really get him makes it orange for me. That's why I'm like, it's kind of like, yeah.
He got him.
Just enough.
Hold on. I'm getting requests to come into the chat to the panel from the guys in the chat. People in the chat, let's get to 80 likes. We're on 63. 17 more likes, and I'll post the link in the chat for you guys to come on. So 17 more likes, and the link will be in the chat. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
No, I just think it.
Yeah, what was I going to say about?
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Go on, Mo.
Yeah, about the tackle. That tackle is a red card. You know why? Because he wasn't in control of his body. He jumped. As soon as you jump into a tackle, whether you get the ball, it's a red card. You cannot jump. You cannot leave the floor in a tackle. You can't, because guess what? If Jorginho didn't move his leg, it's a leg breaker. That's it. Ankle is gone. So it's not up to Jorginho to stop.
It was It was dangerous. It was dangerous.
Guys, can we just sort of go back to a very, very, very important point that was made before this red card issue, which, you know, I'm almost caring less about than the initial point of the goal chalked off for Werner. You see, I don't even remember a time in the Premier League where Chelsea have won the league and not had to fight, not just against the other teams, but against officials. There is a deliberate attempt to make Chelsea suffer in games or lose games or be destabilized in games. And it's time we start to say as it is, or it'll continue. That now calling an action back so far, I've heard about this when I was driving home, and that was all I was hearing about. How far do you go back for a VAR decision? You know, well, to me, that's just one of an ever-growing amount of very distasteful decisions taken against Chelsea, because that would never happen to Man United or Liverpool or Man City for that matter, or Arsenal. It's always Chelsea that have these weird decisions. Now, who was the person at Scotland Park again? Who was
Dean? Mike Dean.
Mike Dean. Say no more. Say no more. We know them, so we can't keep papering over these cracks. Where it's happened, I think it's the fan base that have to just call it as it is, or it will continue. It's very difficult to stop now as it is, but at least let's not be deceived, and let's not let them know or let them even think we're being deceived.
You know, Mo, it's always the same people, the same referees, over and over again. If that's not enough for the FA or for the Chelsea Football Club to do something about it, I don't see what should we do next, because it's absolutely.
But what can you possibly do?
Yeah,
what could you possibly do?
I'm not sure. What are they going to do?
I don't know.
They're gonna complain to the FA. They're
Just
say,
you want to say hello, if you don't mind, guys. Say hello.
The Charles, what's up, brother?
Hello. It's Emir, right? Emir.
Yeah, Amir. Yeah. Say
Emir. Ahlan wa sahlan.
What are you doing in that whole shirt, man?
He's got a game tomorrow, Mo. He's playing Nottingham Forest.
Good luck. Good
Yo,
luck.
keep it up. Keep it up.
They're ex-European champions. They're ex-European champions, so be careful.
Keep it up, boy.
You know what can be done? Now, you know, there was a lot of noise made last season where Man United was supposed to have a penalty, and perhaps, you know, slightly unjustly and miraculously, they weren't given the penalty upon the dozens of penalties they're given, even though they don't deserve them. Now, there was so much noise made in the media about this that the referee involved was threatened to be relegated to refereeing only English League games. That's oh gosh, not EPL. What is it? What are the lower leagues called these days? EFL games. EFL games for a period of time. Championship games. Now that's what we can do about it. If you kick off enough and name and shame, they will be forced to stop these people from refereeing, or at the very least, we will influence them ourselves. This is what Man United fans
We've been doing this for years, man. As much as I respectfully, Bobby, I just think that this is
Bobby, you've been watching.
Jose Mourinho called them out. Jose Mourinho called out the referees ages ago, and it's the same thing year after year.
They end up hating us more. I think they end up just hating them more. I'm not sure.
Them so much.
I mean, the club can't they
Bobby, do you remember
investigate like the intentions? A referee should supposed to be not biased.
Yeah,
if
but
he's
how do
got
you do
agendas against Chelsea because of personal allegiances to certain teams or something, I don't know. Because it's so obvious. It's the same referees every time.
Yeah. Like, how many times have we had Anthony Taylor, and how many disputes have we had with Anthony Taylor over the years?
Yeah, we go
every big game.
Bobby, do you remember, even Kasim, you guys can remember this, obviously. You remember when Chelsea complained about the referee and Ferguson? You remember when, what's his name? What's that referee?
Webb.
Bolton, the one that had throat cancer. And
Webb?
No, not Howard Webb, the other one, that Mark Holsley. Okay. Is it Mark Holsley? That one that had a throat cancer and later get healed. You remember when he wrote in his book that he had a bad game, Chelsea lodged a complaint against him, and he wrote to Ferguson. Alex Ferguson come out in the press and said he's a wonderful referee. So this has been going on for a long time. Yeah, if you remember, I think about 10 years ago, he wrote a book about it, how Ferguson come out and back the referee because of Chelsea complaint about the referee. And Mark Clattenburg, I saw Mark Clattenburg red card in Didier Drogba. After, he wrote a book about it. It's in his book. Yeah. I read it. Chelsea complained about the referee's decision, and Mark Holsey gave somebody a red card in a Chelsea game, and Alex Ferguson come on a press conference to support the referees against Chelsea's complaint.
Well, he would,
okay.
Wouldn't he?
But that's not surprising, right?
I remember that as well.
Yeah.
And I think straight after
just
that,
Google it back, you will see it.
You know, Clattenburg did his thing.
Yes, Clattenburg did his thing.
But we shouldn't be perturbed.
Thank you.
We shouldn't be perturbed. You know, if you stay quiet when somebody is doing something obviously wrong to you, that's abuse. And people that are abused should speak out. The club is getting abused by the system, and the fans should constantly speak out. Whenever I see any of these referees refereeing Chelsea games, I'm straight on Twitter. I don't care. Eventually, these things, people see these things. They'll pretend they don't, but they do. And
what's the difference? What happens when they see these things? Like, that's what I'm looking for.
Momentum. Eventually you'll force a change. It's like these people taking a knee. You're saying what happens? Well, at the moment it looks like very little, but there is notice being taken. You still have to keep on about an injustice. And this is what Chelsea fans need to do. We can't just stop because they're not listening at the moment. We have to keep calling these people out, because what they're doing is totally
wrong.
It looks like Man United get away with it all the time with referee decisions. It's been like that for years. You remember Fergie time? It was getting extra time.
Was it Cavani? They played that ball into Cavani. Yeah, and he was offside.
Yeah,
he was offside. And they didn't touch the ball to play him onside. They reviewed it and they still gave the goal.
Yeah,
everybody sees these things. We all see these things, and we just have to keep on. We have to keep on, because for football to have integrity and be the sport that we all know and love, it must be fair.
Yeah, we are forgetting one thing as well. You see, Manchester United. Sorry, Bobby.
Now go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Go, Mo. Go. Listening.
I didn't say anything.
I think I have a delay.
Go ahead. I went on mute. That's all I did.
Sorry. Okay. I mean, like, when you look at Chelsea, we have our former players on media. If you check any other club, Liverpool, Manchester United, their former players, they defend them through thick and thin. We don't have that.
We don't.
When they appear, they always agree with the panel. They always be the nice guys. So we don't have people defending us, even on TV. We don't. Let's be honest. We don't.
Right.
What is
Our
it? Is
former
it
players,
arrogance
they go
of
there,
our?
they just
Is that arrogance or they just shy or the Chelsea old players?
no, not shy, not shy. I don't think they care enough because these other ones they care too much and they will not accept anything. Look at Steve McManaman, left Liverpool after 10 years.
Yeah. All that, all the Sky Sports and BT
I understand. I
for
understand
Man United and Liverpool.
Actually, what you say is true because I've watched that guy on ESPN.
Our former players, they don't defend players, they don't defend our club.
You would never think that he played for Chelsea. What's his name? Craig Burley. Is it Craig
Burley?
Exactly.
Craig Burley.
Burley. And I mean, he has like that panel, but he doesn't really
Andy
criticize.
Townsend.
Who is Townsend? Townsend
Andy
also played for.
Townsend, yeah.
Andy Townsend as well. Townsend.
What about Joe Cole?
Townsend is another one.
Exactly,
Joe Cole, yeah. Joe Cole
Sometimes
as well.
Lampard
Doesn't say
go there,
much.
and I don't see the. I just feel like they have to maintain some sort of image. They're just like arrogant or superior or something. They're just trying to agree with everybody all the time. They're not fighting or anything. That's why I'm just.
Joe Cole is always supporting the club.
I think Joe Cole's in.
No, he does. It's not that he hasn't that. You know what? When it comes to like Sky Sport or BT, it's people's personality, like Rio Ferdinand or Carragher for Liverpool or Gary Neville. It looks like these people been heard and have personality and have view. Joe Cole looks a bit timid in a way, if you know what I mean.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Like he talk about our academy and how we play good and talk good about the coach. But
I disagree.
Fair enough.
Joe Cole. I mean, maybe you guys have seen interviews that I haven't seen. I don't know, but every time I've seen Joe Cole, he's always been pro Chelsea. He's played for the clubs, but he's always been pro Chelsea. I mean, just the way he celebrated when we won the Champions League and the way he started jumping around like he was there on the pitch with the lads. So Joe Cole is different. Craig Burley. I disown any memory of him or any association of him with Chelsea. He lost my respect when he lost his teeth and he put them back in. So Craig Burley can do whatever he wants to do. I don't really care too much about Burley.
Joe Cole celebrate when Chelsea's win and all those things. The point is when those calls for like today, he doesn't fight. He pretty much will say, I mean, we play good. The coach has made good decision and all those things, and I'm really happy.
He wouldn't say Chelsea has been.
But switch and put like Gary Neville there, or put the Liverpool.
And it's not just that point, Boogeyman. He said it looks like, in particularly Liverpool and Man United. It's a lot of them. You got Roy Keane, you got Graham Souness from Liverpool as well. It's too many of them. Chelsea's only maybe one.
Yeah, you will see it. Like Liverpool, if it was Manchester United, what happened today? You will see Gary Neville going like, no, that should not be happening. We have a VAR, we have this. That should not. The ref. He will go crazy, but Joe Cole will not do that.
One comment on this, and then I'm going to change the topic. One comment on this, and I'm going to change the topic. You all know the love. You all know the love that the media have for Chelsea Football Club. You all know how much they love us and care about us. This man is trying to make a living working for Sky Sports or working for BT Sports or working for whatever sports channel he's working for. He's got to keep his job. He's got to keep it balanced. But at the same time, he does what he can do. So, I know it's not easy, but at the same time, you got to show some love. And I think some of them do, some of them don't. But I want to hear from a man who was at Stamford Bridge today and saw the game from the stands, and I want to hear what he has to say. DJ Sam.
Hey, DJ.
Hi, DJ.
Big up, guys. Big up to the Blue Lounge family. How are you guys all doing? You all good?
Great.
We're doing good.
Mate. Yeah, great to be on the show as always, Mo. Great to. Oh, listen, mate. What can I say? Anybody coming on here now? I don't know if you've had any people say anything about Timo Werner today, but listen, the guy was unlucky not to get a hat trick today. I'll tell you that right now. He should have had 3 goals today, and one of them was not.
It's me and you, DJ, mate. Me and you backed him
I'm
all the
telling
way.
you, this guy today, mate. He was causing problems to that Southampton team today.
That's why I changed.
He was today. And I tell you what, the 3rd goal just sums him up all day. It just sums up the move, the goal, how it all happened. Ross Barkley came on. Obviously, you guys know Ross came on as a substitute. His long pass to Aspie and Aspi's drill pass into the area and then Timo Werner's finish. That was what a goal that was today. I don't know if people have come and spoken to you about this yet, but you guys get a chance to watch a match of the day tonight, or you're going to get a chance to watch it on Game of the Day tonight. I'm not sure if Sky Sports is showing that, but that was a brilliant goal. Yes, obviously we had to get back into stride today. Obviously it helped that they went down to 10 men. I have to say Southampton gave us a game today, guys. They really did. Livramento, he showed to me today why the hell did we get rid of this kid today? I mean, he caused some problems. He was the one that got the penalty kick as well, as you know for them today. I mean, that the challenge by Ben Chilwell on him, bringing him down today, it wasn't that great. But listen, overall, Southampton did give us a tough time today. But listen, we came through it.
I wanted to respond to what he said.
DJ. I'll give you a minute, Eric. But I've got a guest coming on. Liverpool fan, Easy Smoke. He's coming on to give us his 2 cents on the game.
The Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
No.
Wearing blue today? Wearing blue today?
Seriously.
He's got a blue shirt on. There you go.
No. This guy's Chelsea. This guy's Chelsea.
No way. But I mean,
he's Chelsea fan, boy. Come
Blue
on.
backdrop.
I mean, hands down. I mean, I'm so excited to see Werner on the scoreboard, and he's underway. And I do believe he'll bag about 15 goals this season, because he is causing a hell lot of problems for defenders this season. I mean, he might have not did it when he joined Chelsea, but as long as he gets into his strive, as he's doing now, he will perform, and he will get your trophies as he'll deserve.
Fantastic,
man.
fantastic.
Well
He's a good man, isn't it? He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's neutral, man.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. And
No, you.
You're talking about you, easy man. Talk about you, mate.
He's not finished, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Easy. Continue.
Yes.
No. Kasim is saying you're neutral, which is good.
yes, I am. But you know what? Let me make one thing clear on this.
Go ahead.
I don't like Manchester United. No.
This is me, mate. I can
You know what? We all agree on that. We all agree.
The Manchester clubs I do not like, man. You know, I'll give big ups to Chelsea.
No, not much City though. It's United. I hate United.
Yeah, man.
Easy.
I mean, did you see the performance today? Absolutely shocking. They want Ole out. Ole's wheels is falling off.
No. They can manage it. They can manage it.
Yeah,
no problem.
yeah.
They will manage it.
Unfortunately for them, luckily for us, Oli has the backing of their board, so we're good. We're good. Julius, you wanted to comment on something, Julius?
No, I was gonna tell Easy. I don't like Liverpool. I hate Liverpool.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like them.
Take it easy, Julius, man. Take it easy on the guy.
Listen. The man is here supporting Chelsea. He came on a couple of times with the Liverpool shirt, but he's not done that again. So we're happy to have him on.
Yeah.
And listen, I'll be honest with you. What Kasim said is good, because Easy is a neutral fan.
Yeah.
When it comes to Chelsea,
He's a good man.
and, you know, the fact that he supports Chelsea, even though from the fringe, he's continuously coming onto this channel to show his love and support for Chelsea. So as far as I'm concerned,
I mean, top on the log, guys. Top on the log.
Yeah, Easy. Before I go, mate, my wife, she support Liverpool, mate. It's no problem.
Yeah, man.
So, do you want Julius to say he hate your wife also? That's what you should
of course.
No.
It's a joke.
We're going down a path we don't want to be going.
Boogeyman is in a good mood today, yeah?
Easy smoke. Listen, mate. Big up to you. Big up to you.
Big up to you, mate.
for coming and supporting the Blue Lounge. It means a ton to see you on the stream, in the chat, and supporting the channel.
Yes, man. I really like being here, guys.
Anytime.
Take care, Easy. Take care, man. Good man.
Yeah, man.
Excellent, mate.
Appreciate you, Easy, man. Cheers. Thank you.
Take it easy, bro.
Take care.
I'll see you guys later.
Yes.
Take care, brother.
See you later. DJ was.
Listen, one
okay,
second.
sorry.
Lines will be open for another 5 minutes. So if you want to jump on in the next 5 minutes, you're welcome to do so. There's a couple of panelists that are trying to come on, and if they do come on, then I will have to close the lines, because then we'll have 10 people on the panel and I can't get anybody else in. So for the next 5 minutes, you have a chance to jump on, because we only have 9 people on the panel at the moment. Listen, guys, all jokes aside, all banter aside, Chelsea are now top of the Premier League.
Yep.
We are top of the Premier League, and we're there on merit. We're there on merit. Only yesterday, we were talking about 2 back-to-back defeats. Things were not looking good. Tuchel has made a lot of changes. But hold on. We have somebody coming on. We have Mass Access, a person who never liked Alonso in the past. So I want to hear what he has to say about Ben Chilwell. Let me hear from Mass Access. Mass Access, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm fine.
Hello.
Big up, Max.
Hello. Big up to you, Mass. Give me your thoughts, mate. Give me your thoughts. Let me hear it.
I think we played very well. We did well in the game. Chilwell was good. But I still saw a few touches that was wrong. But it's a game, of course.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But he played well. It was good. And for me, Timo Werner played well too. But I saw some things at 20th minute of the game, 29th minute, and 32nd minute of the first half. He had them wrong touches, man. Like the ball, he used it to hit the players. As in, I think he hold on to the ball for too long. Also, and I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed this thing between him and Lukaku. I don't feel this bond between them when it comes to passing the ball.
Do you think it's something that we can be working on moving forward?
Because sometimes I see Lukaku come, move backwards, and there's some touches he do on the ball. Like he released the ball very fast and get back into position, and the ball does not return. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
So I think he should maybe. I think Timo Werner should maybe sometimes release the ball on time and calculate on time.
Right. No. Listen, mass access. I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
The first time you came on my channel, you made some comments, and I asked you to give me specifics. Today you have come on my channel and you have given me specifics. So fantastic. I really, really do appreciate that, because it shows that you have put in a lot of effort. So big up to you and a lot of respect to you. Thank you.
Where is it calling from?
I'm from Nigeria, but I'm in Turkey right now.
Turkey.
Okay, Turkey.
You keep coming on this channel, yeah. There's something people are winning. I think you should more. I don't know. Most you talk about more about.
Mass access.
I just be in the chat.
Yeah, listen.
Jump on more often, bro.
What's your name? What's your name on the chat?
I use this email to come online, but my name is Oliver, though.
Oliver on the chat. Okay.
Big up, bro. Oliver, but you just see this name. This Mass Access. Right. This is what you see.
Listen
on the chat.
I need you to be following us on Twitter, because we're doing a giveaway very soon.
Okay.
And I want people like you and people who are interacting. Easy Smoke, even though we don't do Liverpool shirts, but Easy Smoke, you, Josh B, and a few others. You're currently up there on that leaderboard, because when we're gonna give away those shirts, we're gonna give them to the people who are interacting on a regular basis. So Mass Access, big up to you. Thank you for the feedback. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Love. Peace out.
Peace out, bro. Peace out, mate.
Take care. Yeah, no, I love fans like that. I love people like that, because he came on the first time. He made some remarks which I disagreed with, and I grilled him for it. All right, and then he comes on today and he's done his homework, and for that I respect him and I give him a big shout out. So Oliver, Mass Access, big up to you and well done to you. All right, people, lines are closed. I'm going to close the lines.
So Lukaku.
Before you move on to Lukaku, I wanted to talk about, because DJ was talking about the match, and then I think he cut out, and he mentioned about you mentioned about like how Chelsea got rid of Livramento, and according to what Tuchel said in the press conference, apparently he just wanted to leave, so they just allowed him to leave.
Yeah, of course. But what I was meant by that was seeing him today. I mean, obviously he caused us a few problems today. Obviously, he got the penalty kick today. He did cause a bit of problems today for us.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at him thinking, it's a shame he couldn't stick around to some degree, because I think he would have done well in that squad. I think he would have got into the squad. With our situation being the way it is. But going back to what Max just said earlier on, regarding the Timo Werner, Lukaku thing, I agree. I have to say today, in the match today, that link-up play between them is not fully there. I mean, there was a few times that he tried to get Lukaku into the game. He tried to pass the ball across. Lukaku did the same for him today, but it's not there at this moment in time. I have to say it's not there, but it's a partnership that has to grow. And I think if they play a little bit more together, start to get I mean, obviously they're training together every day in training. I'm sure at some point they will pick it will get to the stage where they'll start finding each other and things will start happening. But he's right about saying it's still not. It's sometimes Werner. I agree. Werner does sometimes want to take on the play himself. Sometimes he wants to do a little bit more in the final third rather than just sometimes passing the ball when he's got an opportunity to pass. He wants to sometimes just take on the player. That's the only thing I'll say about Timo Werner in terms of. But other than that, today I thought he had one of his best games for us today. Apart from that, I mean, he was unlucky with that offside goal. It wasn't even an offside goal; it's because of the foul by Aspi. Why he didn't get that goal today? It was nothing more. Yeah, that was all it was. But
can I just say something to DJ?
Yeah.
Before we said Levermanto, he was a player of the year, isn't it? Remember that?
Yeah.
Before we said that.
Yeah. He was, and
player of the year for for the setup. He got player of the year.
Yeah.
Listen. 1 second, guys. I want to ask you a question. There's 81 people in the stream. Do you think there is at least 11 people in the stream right now who have not subscribed to the Blue Lounge? Do you think there is, or no? There isn't.
I think there is about
50
people that didn't subscribe.
Because right now I am literally 11 subscribers away from hitting 8,000 subscribers. 11 subscribers away. So is there 11 people in the chat right now? Because right now we've got just under 100 people in the chat. Is there a chance that we can get 11 subscribers to hit the subscribe button right now and get us to 8,000 subscribers? Because that would be awesome. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Just want to mention it.
Hey, Julius, are you a subscriber, Julius?
I am.
Okay, good.
Boogeyman, what was that question?
I just want to ask this question to all of you guys, if you don't mind.
Hey, listen. We're 6 away. That is fantastic.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
Fantastic.
Come on,
let me ask someone else. Let me ask someone else. Mo Kasim, are you subscribing to your own channel?
I can't subscribe to my own channel, unfortunately.
I wish I could.
I wish I could.
Can I ask this question to all of you guys?
I think you hit it today, Mo. I think you hit the.
That's a shame.
I don't know.
Are you well?
Inshallah, we'll see. All right, this is where we are right now. Let me refresh.
You're 6 away, not 8. 6 away, innit?
Yeah, 6 now.
Where are you at?
All right, we're still 6 away.
Can I ask you guys this question?
You'll get it. Oh, yeah.
Inshallah, you get that, mate. Easy.
People. You'll get that easily, mate. You'll smash it.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Six subscribers away. Go on, lads. Continue. Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku. I want to hear this.
Okay. Can I ask this?
Go on, Mo.
Sorry, the Timo Werner Lukaku thing today, when I saw it, I'm not worried. You know why?
Yeah.
They're trying to pass to each other. The other ones, Kai and Ziyech, they were not trying. Yeah. These ones are trying. While they're trying to pass to each other, it's a wonderful way. Today, the movement was brilliant between them. It might not reach each other all the time, but because of they were moving, they were looking for each other with the energy they were doing. It's unbelievable. Boogeyman said we were struggling to find each other. All of a sudden, we changed the players in the front. It's different. So I don't think it's Lukaku. It was the players that were not moving. So I'm happy.
I disagree with what more DT just said. Listen, Lukaku did not have a great game today, but I will say something. when a day like this is happening, when Lukaku is not having a great day, you love to have a Timo Werner doing all the running around, because that's the thing about Timo. Everybody keeps saying that people have to play for Lukaku, or people have to adapt to Lukaku game. The thing
I thought he was pressing, Boogeyman.
What's that?
I thought he was pressing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be funny.
Oh yeah, no, I see where Bobby is going. Yeah, but my point is this. My point is this: when Lukaku is not effective, like the way he was today, and you would like to see one of the other striker take over and just run the front line. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and Werner just did that today. So, but someone to come here and say that Lukaku and Werner play together, now Werner has done pretty much everything today. That's all I want to put out there.
I agree.
They were looking for each other. Boogie. That's not correct, because guess what? The Werner chance he had, McCarthy save. Who gave him the ball? It was Lukaku. Yeah. So sometimes we have to be fair. Okay, that was the best chance of the game.
When Lukaku hit the post, Aspi give it to him, and he hit the post. Like,
thank you very much. That's what I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. You said Lukaku didn't do anything. He didn't have a good game. But what I mean, he didn't have his best game.
The game was not effective as today. Yeah. He's not. I didn't see too much about Lukaku against a small team like Southampton. And then that's what I'm trying to say. Today, okay, go ahead. Today, when I see Lukaku is playing this way, I'm happy that Werner step up and just run it.
Can I say something, guys?
No one should not come here and say Lukaku play good. No, he didn't.
I think, Lukaku today had an okay game.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think Werner was just outstanding. Werner today,
I agree on that.
He worked very hard. He braced. He scored. He's able to score too. I thought that it was not same as level as Werner today. I think Werner was a bit fantastic today, guys.
Yeah, but the thing that doesn't change the fact that Lukaku didn't do anything this game, because Werner and again Werner stepped up. Respect. Yeah, and Werner showed today why. And Werner showed today why he can be a deadly striker and a deadly player in general if he keeps scoring, you know.
Wow. 7-9-9-8. Two more, man.
Yeah, inshallah, I'll get that easy, man.
And so and credit to Tuchel for resting Werner also against Juventus, right? Where he was sitting and started some. And then today, what we saw in Werner is just that. Never stop running, never stop pressing, and never stop trying. Like when they took that, when they took that goals away from him, we'll say why? Yeah. Then he came back and listen. That cross from Aspi. Listen, a good striker should try to cut that ball on the first post, like close to the first post. That's exactly what Werner was. Lukaku was still in the middle. I know Lukaku was marked, and he has to find his way out of all those marking defenders. But at the end of the day, Werner was at the right place at the right time, and he put it back.
I think the way Werner was playing today,
that goal,
he wanted it more in it.
The touch, the way he scored that goal is a pure striker.
Yeah, and but you know what, Boogie man. I'll say one thing. Are you talking about the third goal? Yeah, that Werner got the third goal.
Yeah,
the one in front of
the whole move in that game was just outstanding. From Ross Barkley to Aspi and then Werner to finish. Fantastic. The drill pass into the area today.
Hold on,
and what he's
DJ.
Yeah, go on.
DJ. I want to know from the Stamford Bridge crowd.
Yeah.
What was the reaction like when Ross Barkley came on that pitch? Did he get a good reception?
Yeah, he did. There was no what do you call it? He got on. The crowd were all like happy. They're all giving the round of applause. They always do. There was no boos. There was no sighs. Oh no, it's Ross coming on. It was nothing like that. The crowd were happy to see him come on. And as I said, to be fair, what he did today with that final pass, today, I think the crowd really lived up to that today. I mean, it was just a long ball over the top, the whole move, Mo. It was. You guys will see. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see the goal. But
I saw it, yeah.
Watching it, but seeing it actually happen in front of you live at the ground, it's just unbelievable. And the whole thing from start right to finish to goal, it was excellent. It was just a brilliant goal.
Can I just say something to add to DJ? I think why not more? I think when he came against Villa, I thought he played well. When he came against Juventus, Lukaku should have scored. He played that through ball, which Kai Havertz and Ziyech has been trying to do it for over 60 minutes. They couldn't. And he came today, an outstanding pass again. Look at that. He played the outstanding pass against Juventus. Lukaku should have scored. He should have scored without doubt, shadow of a doubt. And today, that just wait, Bogeyman. That pass to Aspi, it was out the world. That the weight of the ball, the direction, it was fantastic. It just, I think Ross Barkley, but we said that the lad has got the talent, but he's not disciplined.
Is Ross Barkley the tool? Is Ross Barkley the tool?
He's got the tools, yeah.
No. Is Ross Barkley the tool to use against Kai Havertz and Hakim Ziyech to get them to start performing?
I think I'll let Bobby run.
Can I answer that one? I think Bogeyman, Mo, I think in that position 10, which I was banking about it all year, to me, he's better than Ziyech because he's got that. He's not just got that passing or shooting ability. He can take player on. That's what Ziyech cannot do. So I favor Barkley if he's consistent and disciplined than Ziyech. That's my opinion.
And can I also say another thing? Callum Hudson-Odoi. I know people were going on about him yesterday, but today he did do. He had apart from obviously getting taken off in the second half. But he did do a few things today on the ball today. He passed. He was taking on people today. But I get why you guys were saying yesterday why we should have done whatever. But there's sometimes when he does sometimes look disinterested. But today he seemed to be up for it today. Until he did a few mistakes. I know Tuchel could hear him shouting at him a few times on the bench today. I think when he was coming off as well, because you just let apparently at one point. When they were attacking, he just let the player run past him, and they could have scored from that. And Tuchel was like up in arms over that. I think that's when he made the substitution and took him off and brought Mason Mount on. But other than that, he wasn't bad today. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great either, but he wasn't bad either. If that makes any sense.
It makes sense.
I think Ross Barkley is the person to threaten Ziyech and Havertz. Especially Ziyech. There's more about Barkley on his day than Ziyech.
I agree with you, Bobby.
Passing, everything. As Boogeyman said, it's his discipline. But I think that Thomas Tuchel is the manager to deal with Barkley because Tuchel relates to young players. Now, Barkley is no longer a kid, but he's that sort of player that needs his manager to engage him. He needs his manager to be close to him, to encourage him constantly. Yeah. And I think Tuchel is that kind of character. And I also think Tuchel actually likes him as a person, which is very important.
Bobby, did you think at the start of the season we would be talking about Ross Barkley being a tool or a weapon or a asset to be used to motivate the likes of Havertz and Ziyech by Thomas Tuchel? It's crazy.
Do you know what, Mo? Hand on heart, I never doubted that as a possibility. I never doubted that as a possibility. I thought the person that would be used perhaps more would have been Ampadu because he's gone. But I always knew Tuchel will dip into the academy and into the loan army to get 2 or 3 to add to his squad. And Barkley, I think, is going to really end up being one of the surprise gems of the season. Just like Werner, I think Werner's going to have a good season. You know, all these people, he's going away, this and that. He may not be used all the time, but when he's used, he's certainly going to score far more than he did last year.
Devastated. Ruben as well. Ruben as well.
Ruben stepped up. Ruben is an absolute baller. He is what Chelsea missed: the physicality, the skill, the shooting, the ability to score. He's the ultimate midfielder. The ultimate. The only thing is, let him stay fit.
That's it.
I think he reminded me Yaya Toure, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know the structure of his body and holding the ball and
he has to do more. He has to do
I don't know.
more.
You know the way he looks, Boogeyman.
Every time Yaya Toure run with the ball around the box, Yaya Toure already shoot. That's the thing missing for Ruben. He need to keep shooting now because he has it. He used to do it before. He just need to get that back.
It's got a fantastic physicality. You know, that's what we've been lacking. That physical presence that he has there. You've got someone in midfield that cannot be bullied. I just think it's perfect for us. But just keep him fit. And I'm so glad he hasn't got an England call up because I think we need to ease him.
We don't want that. They come back injured, man. We don't want that England thing.
And what I think is, if this game was played before Southgate select his team, Ruben will be in it. I guarantee.
Possibly.
What Ruben did today, like at one point, I think it was at the end of the first half when he lost the ball and then he run and he tackle, he do that slide tackle on the ground. I was like, oh, okay, that's Ruben we used to see before. When he was 17 or something, he was introduced to EPL against Manchester City. Every time he lost that ball, the person who took the ball from him need to run because he behind you trying to tackle that ball back. And he did that twice today at the end of the first half. And I'm like, oh, good. Let's just play him for 70 minutes, take him out so he can rest. Because this kid, if we keep him fit, we will have N'Golo fit, we will have Jorginho fit, and we will have pretty much everybody fit.
Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want Ruben to play for England. Of course, he's going to be a massive difference to the England team. But I want a fit Ruben. I don't want an overplayed Ruben. And sadly, I don't think Southgate has the intelligence to know how to use his players. I mean, this is where I really admire these Italian coaches. I mean, just look at how they use Chiesa. I mean, that shows people that do the science of the sport before the actual sport. Look how they brought on Chiellini. They study things and it shows. Whereas I think our managers just act and they get desperate and they put players in and they flog them and flog them. And
guys, I have to go for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna give the stream to
not to Kasim, please.
No.
I'm going soon as well. More. I'm going in 2 minutes if you don't mind, because my wife.
Kasim, don't worry. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to Boogeyman.
Oh, Boogeyman. No, me.
Boogeyman. Run the show for literally 10 minutes. I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, good.
You get? I'll be back in 10 minutes, guys.
Boogeyman
is the host.
Yo, let's talk about all your academic players. Their prestation today. How did they do today? The academics.
Boogeyman, we have to be proud of what our club has done. We've got to be. You know, Livramento, he's playing for Southampton, but you know, what a player. And you know, I think if we leave him there for another season or two to blossom even further, then, you know, if there's a buyback that I hear there is, we've got
about 36 maybe.
That will not be money wasted because he will develop there. I think, you know, I've been in mixed minds about Callum Hudson-Odoi, but clearly Tuchel has plans for this guy. So let's just wait and see how it pans out, because from today's performance, he's certainly going to get game time. You know, Chalobah, you know, gosh, what a player.
Brilliant today.
We're producing them, man. We're producing these boys. Ruben, but for his injuries, then we've got Mount, you know, we've got players in our academy that can sustain this team for ages, for years.
Young as well, I mean, if you look at today, Boogeyman, oh my God, a lot of players young today, and he just makes you so proud, you know, when you got like young squad like that coming from the academy and tubbing the league, and you look at the like of Man City, and I know it's early days of Liverpool, and you get like young players coming from the academy just tubbing the league today. It's just it makes you proud of this lads.
Oh, that's true. The other thing is, isn't it time now for Chelsea to always talk about the first 11? Because what I saw today, we don't really have first 11. We just have a team, and Tuchel can just. Because I think we reached the point where we should not be always talking. I mean, I mentioned that last time. We should not be talking about, okay, this guy have to work to deserve the shirt. Because they all just, Tuchel can just pick, and they all seem to be responding properly. I mean, other than people that are injured.
a squad, not a first 11.
Yeah, let's just talk. Yeah.
You know, because, you know, look at the games we have. Look at the different challenges we have ahead. You know, it's not every player that can fit into every game, and all these lads have to be ready to come on. You know, people will go on international break. They may come back, they're not fit. I mean, we've got to have an answer to the absence of, you know, players like Pulisic, be able to play without Mount. You know, people think it's Mount hate, but I think it was good that we had that period of time without Mount, because it's now unearthed other players. Sadly, Ziyech hasn't been performing, but it's not over for him. There's going to be times where we'll push him again and maybe even dip as far down into the barrel as Niguez. Once we get all our squad players operational, oh my God, I dare you to stop Chelsea. I dare you. You can't.
The key part here is how can we build on that? Because I still think we have a lot of flaws in the team, and I think the reason why we're doing so well is because of the brilliance of Thomas Tuchel and how he's able to adapt the situation and to be tactically flexible. This is a very critical period. I think the key here is how can we find long-term replacements for specific key players such as Kante, such as Jorginho. They're not getting any younger, and now it's the time to start thinking for the future and how can we protect Thomas Tuchel not to fall into the same trap the previous manager went into after having good seasons. Personally, I don't expect us to win the Premier League this year. We may have a good season, but I wanna see us up there. I wanna see us close, because the last two losses were unfortunate in some ways because of the injuries and some fatigue, I guess, from the team. But I'm not gonna be too excited after winning today, because I said to Mo last night, winning today is not gonna mean anything to me. It's not gonna make me conclude anything. This is the least I expect. So on the long term, I'm cautious still to excited.
At the very least, I think the team is playing better. The team is playing much better than before. I think the performance has gone back to what we expect. You know, a little bit closer to what, you know, the Chelsea at their best should be looking like. So I can hold on to that, and I can hold on to the fact that we deserve the win. You know, we dominated this game. We were, obviously, Southampton are not a big team, but we did what we had to do, and we won. And we won we won convincingly. It was a very one-sided game. Yeah. So
yeah, no, for sure. That's minimum requirements. That's something we expect. Like I'm not surprised we won. I think that's expected. I want to address a comment here from Abdul. He's mentioning you don't replace a player like Kante. Listen, man, like those are slogans. You know, of course you can't get a player exactly like Kante. You don't need to be a genius to say that. But we need to be strategic, because it's very obvious we are a completely different animal when Kante is playing, especially in big games. Specifically in big games, teams like City, who are strong in every area. Teams like Southampton, we know we're going to dominate them, we're going to beat them, we have the quality to overcome, even if they push it against us, even if they go toe-to-toe against us, we should beat these teams. But when it comes to the long term, I'm still not too convinced that we're going in the right direction.
Julius, today it was a good...
Yeah, sorry, go, Kasim.
Yeah, it's a quick one, Boogeyman. Today it was a tricky game because Southampton... The draw 0-0 was Man City, and the draw 1-1 was Man United, and they actually could have beat Man United if that Armstrong had the chance in that last 5 minutes. So they were a tricky game today, and you know, before international, it was a crucial win for us today. To me, it wasn't much the performance. I just wanted the 3 points, because I know Southampton, you know, after the played City and Man United, I thought it's going to be a tough game. It's going to make it hard for us. So I'm absolutely buzzing today, but the surprise thing is obviously the changes and the performance. They performed well. I know Southampton gone to 10 man, but ultimately Chelsea was up for it today, and they got the 3 points. That's the main thing for me.
Yeah, the answer to what Julius was saying.
Bobby, go ahead. Bobby, go ahead.
To Julius, what he was saying, I understand slightly what he's saying, but he's alluding a lot to ready-made players. The truth of the matter is that these ready-made players were made somewhere. Just like Chelsea have Livramento being developed and prepared in Southampton, there are lots of players in the Chelsea system as it is that are still evolving. We know the big hole, the loss of someone like Kante would create when he eventually, retires and so on. But we're going through that already. We're having to play without him, which is a good thing, and having to find solutions without him. And we're bringing forward to the fore players like Ruben, now he's fit. Players like Barclay again. Now, they may not be N'Golo Kante's, but they will make us play in different ways to compensate for that loss. So I just think that the evolution is well and truly in progress, and we don't need to fear the future. And Chelsea is not shy of purchasing players as well. I would not be surprised at all. In fact, I really think that's going to happen, that they will go back and get, what's that guy that they missed out on from Sevilla?
Kunde.
Kunde, yeah.
Very much in their sights. Some people may think it's not going to happen, but I think they've also got Declan Rice still in their sights. So they will still go for the big names. But the beauty of it all is that they're producing as well. And this is what teams like City are not doing. And the rest, they don't have this production line that Chelsea has. And it's a huge advantage.
That's good. To Eric Blue and DT and more DT. Can I let me just ask the question quick? And I think what Julius refers to, do we still have to think about replacing Kante? Or Kante is only 30 years old, right? And I think we should more focus on managing Kante to play up to 36 or 35. The performance today we saw from Ruben wasn't a reason why to just be like, okay, for the next 4 years, let's just manage Kante. I mean, this one is for MDT, Eric Blue, and the GT Sav. The GT Sav. I haven't talked too much.
Okay, yes, I was going to say this. Thank you, Boogeyman, for raising this question. I was going to say this exactly. I know what Julian is saying. For me, personally, I think if you sign 2-3 ready-made players, that's 2, 3, 4. That's the maximum nowadays. Football has changed. Look at Bayern Munich. When they were ready to change their superstar team, what do? They go for Serge Gnabry, who was he was not a superstar. Kingsley Coman, good player. Okay, and those are the people that replace Ribery and Ruben. Okay, right now they came to Chelsea and took a 16-year-old Jamal Musiala to replace who? Thomas Muller in the future. And Upamecano is not a superstar. He's an up-and-coming player. The same thing they did with Pavard, and they did it with, what's his name? The left back, the Canadian guy, left back. The Bayern Munich left back from Canada.
Davis.
Yes. And even Kimmich. Yeah, even Kimmich we're talking about. Kimmich was they got him from Stuttgart or somewhere, like a youth player sent back. And even Goretzka we're talking about is from Schalke. He was an up-and-coming player. Sometimes you can bring in a player with big potential and bet them in with your superstar like Kante, Jorginho. By the time they're getting older, those players are already ready. So you teach them how to win. Like last year, how we won the Champions League. That alone, most of these players see now the winning way. That's, for me, the old days of Roman buying 12 players, all international, are gone. Because now players are costing 70 million. Look at Kunde. Kunde is not even a superstar. He's an up-and-coming player. Sevilla won 60-something, 70 million. Does that make sense? What about if Chelsea get him now and he come to the Premier League, he can't fit in.
I want to come in. Boogeyman, thank you for keeping it under control. We hit 8,000 subscribers under the watchful eye of Boogeyman. While Boogeyman was in control of the channel, we hit 8,000 subscribers. Thank you so much.
Boogeyman is a rock star.
Big up, everyone. Excellent.
Thank you all so much.
Proper.
Thank you all so much. Eric Dugan is a new member of the Blue Lounge team, Blue Lounge Members Club. So big up to you. Thank you for joining. Listen, people, I can't say enough to thank you guys, and I mean it. There's 80 of you on the stream right now, and you've all contributed. Whether you've just watched it, whether you've liked, commented, subscribed, you're literally being here in itself is a blessing for me to have you watching my stream. The people on the panel, big up to you. You guys are the ones that are making these shows what they are and successful. So big up to everyone on the panel. I can't thank you guys enough, and we will hopefully be doing something to pay back to the community as soon as we hit that 10th win of the season. We will be giving some shirts away. But guys, your support, your continued support, I can't thank you enough. I want to interject to the topic and to what you guys have been talking about. And I want to just add something. Firstly, I want to talk about Mason Mount's omission from the starting 11 and him coming on off the bench. Talk to me about his performance, because we talked about the performances of most of the lads, but I want to know, in respect to Mason Mount, his performance. Why did he not start? Is it tactical? Is it something else? That's the first thing. The second thing is this: our fixture list for after the international break is quite favourable. The teams that we are playing are, I'm not going to say that they're easy, but they're not hard. The matches that we should be winning quite easily. Therefore, our next batch of, I think, the next 5 fixtures.
Yeah, I've got them here if you want me to say it. Do you want me to say it quickly?
I'll bring you in to talk about them in a second. But the 5 fixtures, or the fixtures that we have next month, are not difficult. Therefore, Tuchel is able now to put pressure on those senior players. And when I say senior, I'm not talking about old. I'm talking about senior in value, senior in investment, senior in accountability for success for Chelsea. Those players are what I'm talking about. Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, and the rest. Is Tuchel going to use these 5 matches, firstly, to give more time to the people who have been on the fringes of the team, was Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, Ben Chilwell, others? Is he going to use it to put pressure on those players? And by him doing that, will it succeed or will it have a negative effect? That's the topic I want us to focus on for the next, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. And if Kasim, if you want to go first, talk about the fixtures, go ahead, mate.
Yeah, the next game, mate, is the derby, which is West London derby, is Brentford away. And after that, we're playing home to Norwich. And after that, we're playing away to Newcastle. And after that, we're playing home to Burnley. So they must win. I mean, it's easy. It's a very good run for Chelsea. So, like you mentioned, you on Couch before, if we can play this 2-8 and instead of 2-6, and we'll go more a bit attacking, so that'd be great. Yeah, that's the fixture, mate. Brentford away next game, West London derby.
Yeah, what Mo has alluded to, that the fact that we play Mount hasn't started this game, I think is good in a way that after the international break, we used to perform not too good or average, because most of our team, our starters, our so-called 11, are already used by their team, and all because they have to fly in and fly. They only have a couple of days to actually adjust to the London climate and all those things, and then come in and play. So I think the message Tuchel sent out today is even if they know 100%, I need to count on the other one that was still sitting at Coben or during those international break, and he need to work with them. So the first game after the international break, we can still have a solid team that will go win against Kasim. I don't remember the next game, but we don't need to start Kovacic, Jorginho, who we know Italian going to use Jorginho properly again, and Kovacic will be running all the time for Croatia. But at least we can put Barkley and Loftus-Cheek and the show who is not going anywhere. He's probably going to sit at Coban the entire time. So I think that today's game is also a door or the portal for Tuchel to go to that avenue. Just say, okay, now I'm going to be putting this guy when I feel like those guys need some rest. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, but can I just say something as well? I agree with you, Boogeyman. I think now Timo Werner give Tuchel a headache now because he got Kai Havertz is bottom in the spot now. So,
because Timo Werner has always been there. Like I'm not thinking about player like Loftus-Cheek. He was not really.
No, I'm talking about the player playing, next to Lukaku or just behind him now, because there is always like Mason Mount.
I am happy for the headache that Timo Werner is going to get.
As long as they perform more, yeah.
I'm happy. Timo Werner has only scored 3 goals in 33 matches in the Premier League. 3 goals. That's his 3rd goal.
I think more than that, or 9?
No. In the Premier League, he's only scored 3 goals. This is his
he scored 6 more. It scored 6 last year from the Premier League.
No, not in the Premier League. That's in all competitions. 6.
Oh,
wow. Is it?
That's sad.
All right.
No, and I'm talking about the last 32 games, not 33 games. Okay. The last 33 games. Anyway, regardless, I mean that stat again, it could be wrong. I read it somewhere, so it's not from an official site. I read it somewhere. Well, can you do me a favor? Do me a favor, Kasim. Check for us. Right
no, I'm only kidding, man. I'm only kidding. I'm sure he scored 6, but I'm not sure he's in the Premier League or all competition last year.
Can I just come in? Can I just say something?
I check for you.
Yeah.
Do you know how many goals Timo Werner has? Do you know how many goals Timo Werner's actually had ruled out for him? He's probably the most player. It's 16 goals he's had chalked off. Fantastic. The most probably player, probably in the Prem.
DJ Saab. You know what? If there is a player that has great positioning, it's Timo Werner. If there's a player that makes great runs, it's Timo Werner. If there's a player that can address his finishing and be one of the most prolific scorers in the Premier League, is Timo Werner. Timo Werner can easily score 30 goals a season. Easily. All he has to do is become more clinical
and stay on side.
Today,
stay on side. Yeah, last season it was crazy.
Today, his performance today, it isn't just the fact that he scored. Had Timo Werner not scored today, I would have still been happy with his performance because of the way he played today. The shots that he took, he made the goalkeeper work. All right, the shots were on target. The shots were, a different goalkeeper might have missed them. He could have had a hat trick.
And can I add something quick to that? Like the fact that every time we every time we take the ball from Southampton today, did you see how they try to run to see where Timo Werner is on the field? They're all running back, trying to stop him. So it is exactly what I think Bobby was saying something yesterday. If we play our system really good, I don't mind them attacking us. Today, that was exactly what happened. Every time they're attacking us, you see, when Thiago Silva has the ball, the only thing the midfield are doing, where is Timo? They're trying to run back and just shield him. And we keep sending the ball to Timo also 2 or 3 times. Even at the first 5 minutes of the game, that's how we counter them and we pinch them back. They don't really take that risk, come all and like support their attack. That was so amazing today. What Timo has done today. Amazing.
Yeah, I think he scored 60 goals in the Premier League. 60 goals in the Premier League, and he scored 12 goals in all competition.
Yep. The last 33 matches.
No, I'm talking about last year. How many goals he scored in the Premier League?
Kasim, the question was not that. The question was the last 32 matches. You come back with another answer, man.
I think KB checked it, and it's 3 goals in his last 33 matches.
Okay.
In total, I think in his last 33 matches. Anyway, regardless, Timo Werner needs to finish more. And his performance today tells me that he's probably going to be doing that. But that's not my question. My question is, the game's coming, the match is coming, and the fact that Tuchel has an opportunity right now to utilize these matches to bring through some players and to put pressure on some players. Is he going to do that? Is he going to utilize that?
I think he will. I think he will. I think today. I think the
Mo,
play. I think
I'll let you in after DJ. Mo.
Sorry.
No, after DJ. Carry on, DJ.
No, I was just going to say I think he will utilise more because obviously he knows now. Obviously, Timo's like I think it was Biggie Man. I don't know who said it. So he's now given Tuchel a headache now. In terms of maybe choosing him for games now because of if he can start finding the goals, scoring more goals, I reckon he'll be in there. In terms of Mason Mount, you were asking about earlier on. I personally think that rest for Mason Mount has actually been pretty great. I think it's great. I think him coming off the bench today, he needed that rest. I think we've all been saying it on this show a few times now. We've been on your shows the last couple of times. Mason Mount does need that rest, and I think coming off the bench today, maybe doing the odd thing here and there. But being back into the fold, I think full on after the international break will be good for him as well. So in terms of, yes, he will utilise the squad. Don't forget, you've also got to see an improved Saul Niguez still to maybe improve as well, which is he's still in that team. He's got a lot of improvement to do. I think we all know this. He's got that to work on when everyone's on international duty. He's got that opportunity to do it at in training while everyone's away on international duty. The same with Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm not going to put him off that as well. He needs to improve. And he needs to get that as well. He might have had a bit of a good game today, but there's still a long way for him to go. So he still needs to improve, but he will utilise that squad. So for me, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that he's actually got that opportunity to do that.
100%.
Chronicles, fantastic comment, and I agree with you 110%. Go on, Mo.
Yeah, I think you remember yesterday we were talking about this. I said the Tuchel I used to watch at Dortmund and even at Mainz is very good at giving young players a chance and fringe players. He did it at Dortmund. When he come in, Marco Reus was the playmaker. All of a sudden, he started playing Julius Brand. The reason being, Marco Reus was in and out of the team and things like that. And also, even Dembele. He brought in Dembele. People forgot that. It was Tuchel that brought in Ousmane Dembele. So he's a man that will give the whole squad a chance. And for me, what I hope the Chelsea players now realize, this has always been a Chelsea way. We used to have big squad with Anelka, Drogba, you name it, Kalou, Malouda, Joe Cole, Ballack, Lampard, Essien. They used to swap. It was never an issue. I just hope the players don't start complaining if they don't play a couple of games there, or like what was on the Telegraph by people saying that Timo is not happy. I just hope the players realize they all will get enough game. It's a team game. If they play it that way, we'll win the league. I'm telling you.
Long season, long season.
The players
got a lot of games coming.
Yeah. If they play it that way, everybody should be happy and we'll have enough games and we'll do well. This is a Chelsea way. Nobody should be fixed in the team. This is wonderful for us. This is what we wanted, and now we have it. We have a squad. So it's a celebration time for me.
I agree with you, but it is Tuchel. Tuchel has to use the squad now. We're not talking about starting 11 anymore. That's me personally, but Tuchel has to start using the squad because we have them. No point of playing this game of losing 3 or 4 games before giving a chance to another player. Give them a chance and rest the other player that needs rest. That's all it is. If Mount has a small problem, rest him properly. When he come back, he can be the same Mount we saw during the Champions League final or semi-final. If Loftus-Cheek need a rest, play him for just 60 minutes. Don't overplay him. Just Tuchel need to manage the play. We have the quality. No more things about playing Alonso for 5 games.
Boogie, I'm not worried about Tuchel.
Hold on more. Right now, I can say this for a fact. The only name that is guaranteed a starter is Mendy.
Rudiger.
Every other player.
I feel that way also.
Every other player now knows he has competition for his position, including Mason Mount, including Thiago Silva, including Reece James. Every player. No one is guaranteed to start. Perform
What
well.
about Rudiger?
Start.
Rudiger?
Yeah, you got me there. Yeah, Mendy and Rudiger. But listen. Today, Rudiger's won. We didn't talk about this.
Oh yes.
Rudiger's won, and his pass to Lukaku.
Yeah.
I just wish Lukaku was on side.
Oh,
that was fantastic. That was fantastic.
DJ, how it feel on the field?
Oh mate, it was what I was like. He reminded me of that run he did in the was it the Champions League match? I think he did it at one of the games, and he did that same run. But yeah, if only Lukaku, if he was only just on side, that would have been a goal, mate. Honestly, the whole crowd was like, oh.
He's doing it a lot. He's doing that more now. He's
runs.
Yeah.
I think the good news in the international guys, if we hear a good news, if Rudiger sign a contract, so now we'll win that game. That'd be fantastic, isn't it?
He needs to sign that contract.
We need this contract to be signed. We need it to be
definitely
signed.
100%.
I want to bring in Bobby. Bobby, go ahead, mate.
I think the way to look at this, really, and the only way to look at this, with the size of club we are, the ambitions we have, and the outcomes we're looking for, is just as, to be fair, Boogeyman has been saying, Mo, it's not about putting pressure on any player. It's about being able to utilize the entire squad. And I think the squad will come to realize that they are not irreplaceable. And that can only be a good thing, because whenever they do get on the field, they will fight to try and show why they should be irreplaceable. Someone like Mendy has made that point ultimately clear. Rudiger as well, if he's fit, he plays, really. But nobody else has really done that. Maybe another sort of untouchable because of his price tag at the moment is Lukaku. But the way Werner's going, if he keeps that going, that might not be permanent either. Although personally, I feel Werner's form will be helped by the presence of Lukaku, because some of the attention is taken away from him on the pitch. I think it's a wonderful position to be in. I can see exactly what Tuchel's trying to do. It's going to take time, but he will succeed, and he's succeeding. Look now, this next international, we're going to have a couple of players, thankfully, at Cobham that he will work with. And hopefully with what Saul Niguez has seen and the experience he's had, maybe after the international break, it might be worth giving him a go if Tuchel thinks he's worth being given a go. We shouldn't be worried at all. I don't see it. I don't see us in a bad position in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, no, we are in a fantastic position.
I agree.
We are in a fantastic position. And the geezer who commented said that these two defeats are a blessing in disguise is spot on. Because we needed that. We needed that as a kick up the backside. Seriously, we needed that. And I'm just so glad that it's happened in a way where it has not had a negative impact either on our Premier League title challenge, and also the Champions League, because we are still, in a very strong position. And I think the squad today is stronger because of those two defeats. I know people are going to be like, what is he talking about? How can we be stronger when we just lost? Because I said this, and Bobby also said this, I think after the first defeat against Man City, and we said this, it's better to get these things out of the way today, where we can learn from them and address them and deal with them, than to have them towards the end of the season where it's too late for us to do anything about them. We're doing it today.
Yeah, I was just going to also add on the Champions League as well. Yeah. The next two games in the Champions League, we've got Malmo home and away, haven't we? So we should really beat them both those games. So we'll be good again going in the Champions League.
DJ, do me a favour. Can you check when is the away fixture? What's the date on the away fixture?
Well, for Malmo.
For Malmo, because Sweden is cold.
Is
it gonna be in December?
It's not Sweden I'm worried about. Zenit. Zenit is colder.
Zenit. Zenit's in the freezer.
And I think those Russians will do on purpose to even like bring the snow on the field so our guy can triple all the time. No? Those Russians.
Yeah,
they'll be like spraying it on the pitch before the game.
Yeah, I mean they're used to all those things. I mean they play in the snow, all those things. But
I think they're gonna get a result against Juventus, you know.
I'm old enough to remember a time we played a Swedish team called Tromsø, and we played in about 4 foot of snow. And the game was, oh my gosh, the game was just, from a Chelsea point of view, it was terrible. But, you know, they did well. You know, we had some hardened players like Mark Hughes, who would play bare-chested if he had to. Vialli was pretty tough. And they kind of made it. Yeah. Well, some of the others really suffered in that weather. But they made it, they made it a respectable scoreline. I think we lost 3-2, and then we brought them back to the bridge and give them a good hiding. But, you know, I don't know if you'll be allowed to play a game like that these days. But
I think it'd be called off. Definitely.
Yeah.
I have a question, if you don't mind. So we saw a Cho being used today as part of the 3-position strike, one of the positioning striker. My point is that my question at this point is, so when it comes to the wing back, the right wing back, do we think Cho will be brought back to that position, or now is Aspi as who are they at this one? Because we used to think as James, Cho, and
Aspi and Cho.
So James is kind of wiggling now. Sorry, go ahead.
Boogeyman, fantastic point. And I'm going to address it by saying this. Today, the performance. I mean, because I know some people are going to be in two minds about Callum's performance. Was it good? Was it bad? But I'll just say this. Compare Callum's performance and Ziyech and Havertz in the past game. Who performed better? Callum will be better any day of the week. Therefore, in my opinion, Callum should start in that position. And when Pulisic is fit, he should start in that position, because I think having runners out wide is much better than having 10s in that formation. If we are going to play a 2-man attack with a 10, play Ziyech, play Havertz, play Mount. But if you're going to play that formation, you're better having runners like Timo Werner, like Callum, like Pulisic, and have them play wide. I mean, if you want to put in Ziyech, but tell him you can play wide. You don't have to play as an inverted forward or as a 10. That is one point. The second point is, in regards to the right wing-back position, I think we need to look at that for the next transfer window. And I'm not talking about in the summer. I'm sorry, in the winter. I'm talking about in the summer. In the summer, maybe we need to bolster that, because Aspi is getting too old to be running down the wing. And I think...
that lad for Norwich is good, Mark. That lad for Norwich.
I can't hear who? Norwich?
Max No, guys. This is why we are going back for Jules Koundé.
The right wing, forgot his name. The lad for Norwich.
You're talking about Max Aaron.
Yeah, he's very attacking. He's a very good player. Him. He's only 20.
Listen.
Yeah, don't worry about him. We already have a right wing back in our academy. He's already on loan. You guys, you see him next season. Don't worry about that.
I know you're talking. Jules Koundé is the person that was going to be brought in to cover up.
Bobby, Jules Koundé will come in to cover up the centre back spot.
Yeah, and six.
As well as right back if needed. After all, Aspi can do both.
Right back, I know Koundé can play as a right back, but can he play as a right wing back though?
He struggled as a right back for France, though. I'm being honest. He struggled right back.
But he can play that position, but as a right wing back, you can't see it.
I disagree with what you just said. I mean, that was his first call-up, and he was a little nervous. And that tackle to get a red card doesn't mean he's not good. You have to see his game at Sevilla. Yeah. He's really good, actually.
I agree. I agree with
Boogeyman, I'm telling you, I will send you his interview. He said it himself. He doesn't like playing there. He said it. That's from his word. I will send it to you. I'm not telling you about performance. I'm telling you. I follow him since he was at Bordeaux. I'm telling you, he said it in himself. He doesn't like playing right back. That's what he said.
He's a right-footed.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's not a right back. He didn't play the youth football. He will cover for you when you emergency, like William Gallas used to do for Chelsea. That's why William Gallas. Yeah, William Gallas left Chelsea because of that. Mourinho used to play him out of position. I'm telling you, because somebody can do a job there, they don't like to play there. He said it himself. I will send you the interview.
You need to send it.
I'm not making this up.
No.
I'll send it to you.
Just send it. And I mean, the question is, now that Tuchel is left that wing back position, who do we have at that position at this point? I know
Tuchel has somebody in mind.
Not for this season.
Right, you know, not this season. Next season. Yeah, he does.
What for right wing back?
Tell us. Who?
He spoke very highly of this kid. He could play He could play right centre back, right back, and right wing back. He was ahead of Reece James in the academy. Injuries slow him down. They just send him. They just send him on loan. Yeah, Dojon Sterling. Just check his games if he's playing.
Sterling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Dojon. Okay, I didn't think that was who you're talking about. There's another kid that in.
Yeah. You talk about Levi. Levi is a centre back. Oh. And then the left back, Alonso is gonna go next season. Watch out for the kid that just scored today for Coventry, Ian Matson.
Sterling plays as a right wing back.
Dojon Sterling.
Oh yeah.
Wow. The guy's a beast.
Yeah, he's a wing back.
The guy's a beast. The guy's a beast. He's a winger. I did not know that. I really did not know that. I thought he was a winger.
Yeah, he used to be a winger.
Chelsea have this covered. Chelsea have things covered. You guys don't. We have left wing back as well covered.
I don't know about
go and watch anybody here.
I don't know about
covered. Go and watch Ian Matson.
I would love to hear Julius on
Ian Matson. Ian Matson's good.
Yeah. Today he scored a goal for Coventry as well.
Who, Ian Matson?
Yeah, he scored a goal. Wonderful goal.
Ian Matson is really short though. He's not that big. He's like another.
Just like Lamptey.
It's like Lamptey, exactly. He's like another Tuchel, man.
I really like Tarek Lamptey, but he's always injured though. But that's his problem. I like that lad from Tarek Lamptey. He's quick, innit? I really like that lad from Norwich. I think he's very, very good as well. You know.
Yeah.
Max Aarons. Yeah, Max Aarons. He's very quick. And
question to you lot. Do you think we should go back and bring Livramento? When we can get him back, when we can buy him back.
Of course, we will bring it. We have to sell him for profit.
It's just the money more. I think the money is too much money.
Is it?
To buy him back is around 36 to 40 million.
No. Hold on. Buyback clause is 50 million euros. Firstly, and then there is also. Sorry, it's a buyback clause, 50 million euros. There's also a catch to that. You know what the catch is? They have to pay us a certain, I think it's 20% of his sell-on free. So when we sell him... 25%, yeah. So when we sell him, they got to pay us back 25% of the fee that they get for him. So take 25% of 50 million and that's how much you're going to pay for him. Job done.
He'll be back in about 2 seasons if he continues on this.
We can buy him back in 2023, I believe.
Yeah. And that's about right. I think it was a good deal that we did for him because he's going.
I was impressed with him.
He's solid.
I've always been impressed with him. Always.
I was going to say, haven't we also got a buyback clause on the kid that we sent to Russia? What's his name? Anjurin. We've got buyback on him as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
He's on loan. He's on loan.
I
saw his game last time against Lazio. He was poor, man.
Let's go back to Livramento for one second. Yep. Did you see the way he was reacting every time he tackled someone? Did you see when the penalty was given against him or given against Ben Chilwell? Did you see his reaction?
Yeah.
That was for me. That said a lot. He didn't celebrate. He didn't smile. You know, he had a poker face throughout the whole game. He did not want to disrespect Chelsea because really he doesn't play for us anymore. He's sold. But he handled himself with honor and respect on that pitch.
So
he did
true.
not want to. He did not want to disrespect the club that made him or that brought him to the position that he's in today.
Even in his post-match interview, he was very careful and respectful. But that's how our academy boys are. They don't. I mean, even Tammy last season, when clearly he knew he was going to go quite early, in the season, but the respect, he maintained it, the encouragement, the visual attitude, he never disrespected the club. Same with Tomori. I just think it's part of their training that they are trained to show respect and honor to the club that has made them, really.
Guys, listen, before I go, I'm just going now, Mo. I've got to go now, mate. I heard the rumor Man United, I think, link with Tomori. They want Tomori,
forget that.
So you guys, you have a good stream and have a good night, and I see you guys later. Yeah.
Take care.
I have a question, Kasim.
Take care, mate.
Kasim, your Chelsea jersey, is it from China or UK? It was just a question.
I live in UK. They're from UK, mate. From the UK.
It's a wind-up,
guys. Have a good night.
It's a wind-up.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care, mate.
Bye-bye. Boogie, man. Seriously, man. You come up with this.
I know his questions. Honestly, bro.
I was just curious, man. I was just curious.
Was busting.
Man. Busting jokes. Listen, people. We've been on for two hours. It's been a fantastic stream. I just want to show you where we are in regards to subscribers, because I'll be honest with you, I thought we're going to stop at 8,000, but we didn't. We kept on going. It's a little bit of a trickle, but it's still, big up to everybody. We've passed 8,000, and I've got 7 guys, who also subscribed after we hit 8,000. So thank you to everyone. Big up to you all.
Next stop, 10,000.
Spot on.
The decima.
Come on,
10,000.
The decima.
It'll come. Listen, with people like you guys in the chat and on the panel supporting this channel, there's no limits to what we can achieve. We'll achieve it together. Guys on the panel, I would like you to stay after the stream ends, because I want to have a backstage discussion with you all. Guys in the chat, I will talk to you very soon. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming next. International break and whatnot. I've got a couple of ideas for different debates and discussions for the next week or so. But make sure you have that bell notification button on, so you will be updated to my streams. And if you are following me, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you go and hit the follow button on there. I'll keep you updated and posted to what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So thanks for joining us on the stream. Big up to everyone. Chelsea turned it around. Tuchel turned it around. It's been a fantastic result. I'll see you all in my next upload. Take care, guys. Peace out.